What's up? So today is Tuesday, December 9th. I'll be trading the Nasdaq like I always do. So coming into the session, I do have a bullish bias. So that definitely could change based on how price action plays out. But right now, the thing I'm seeing is we took out previous day low on NQ. So like when we come to the daily, right? Like on the daily, we are moving in bullish order flow. Like temporarily, yeah, we might be reacting of this swing high right here. But like I feel like we just have a lot of bullish momentum, right? Like we're disrespecting. I've been talking about this for days, I feel like now, but we disrespected this gap, right? We're respecting daily gaps. So I'm seeing bullish order flow, and we just swept out this low, and then we sold at this low again, which is previous day low. So I mean, I just like the reaction I'm seeing here. There's an SMT with ES. I marked out the one at like these lows, right? There's this kind of internal SMT right here. But even on top of that, there's an SMT at previous day low. Because you can see like NQ came out, swept out previous day low, strongly reacted off of it. But ES never came down to take it. And honestly, if I was looking at this, if I was trading before, because I waited till 10 a.m. today, because there was high impact news that just came out right now, which kind of did nothing. But this, I feel like I might have taken this 2-minute. I mean, I can't say like for a fact I would have taken it, because it technically wasn't delivering from like a 5 or a 15-minute fair value gap. But I feel like just structurally, it looks so clean. Like we swept that previous day low, put in the SMT, created that gap, immediately inversed it. There's an amazing break-even point. But the only thing is though, like we're delivering from previous day low, but there's no like gaps we're delivering from. But so we are leaving behind. There's this data low right here. Hopefully we can sweep this out. I'll mark it out on both. I gotta double check, right? So in this range right here, it's kind of annoying, but there's no 5 to 15-minute fair value gap. So for me to really take a long, I'd have to see like a 5 or a 15-minute gap open up somewhere here, and then we retrade back into it and like respect it. It's weird that there's not even a 15-minute gap over here. I mean, I'm definitely bullish, but I definitely need more structure to take a long. Because like this right here is not enough structure to take a long for me, at least. The only long opportunity would be if I was trading before the news came out, taking this long, but so ES is not ES. Well, both of them are running. Okay, so we're getting momentum up. So I mean, if we're gonna keep running up, that's fine. I just need a 5 or a 15-minute fair value gap to open up so I can take a continuation long. But the thing is, as we start getting higher in this range, right? I feel like longs get lower rated, right? Like, because these clear targets I have marked out, right? There's London highs, Asia highs. Once we get past these highs up here, I feel like longs are not as high rated, but so I'm not going to take it, but there's probably going to be a short opportunity presented. I'm not taking it because it's gonna be higher, like counter my higher time frame bias against it, right? Because you can see, like, look, there's all these stacked highs. We're in bullish order flow. I feel like it just wants to run this. I mean, it's pretty obvious in my opinion. Technically, yeah, there is an SMT there, but I can see that getting ran. But so the thing is, the short I'm talking about, right, is I guess the 1 minute is the highest time frame gap, and there's this data low down here. Because I feel like data lows are strong draws. I'm not taking this, but I'm not taking this. I mean, it definitely could play out. There's even like this little baby SMT at the highs. If someone were to take that, like let's say if I was bearish, I mean the idea pretty much is we inverted the highest time frame gap separating us from the data low. But like we're not delivering from anything significant. Like I guess we swept out this high inside of, excuse me, we swept the high inside of this 5-minute gap, but technically we inverted this 5-minute gap right here. So and this is just not a strong short. There was a way. See how ES is glitched? Like there's a candle missing. There's a way to fix that, and I always be forgetting. I don't know. It's not that important. I'll restart TradingView real quick. Why not? Maybe that'll fix it. Oh wow. ES looks good now. I like how I hate when I forgot to save all my drawings. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, the thing I had marked out before was this inversion. Time to remark out everything. Amazing. Oh, it took data low. So if I were to have taken this trade, I would be break even here. If I were to have taken this. So yeah, I mean you'd be stopped at break even essentially right here. You said, hey, what's up, Sam Rat? How are you? So there's an SMT at the data low, but the only thing is we're not delivering from either a 5 or a 15-minute fair value gap. That's the only thing. I try to mark out London and Asia high again. That is not Asia high. London high. Oh, so I guess there is an SMT. I guess ES just took out London high. And it's reacting off it pretty strongly, honestly. Interesting. This is honestly kind of tricky because I feel like there's stacked highs up here. Like low resistance liquidity, right? There's all these stacked highs over here. I feel like these need to get ran eventually. But there's also stacked highs kind of building down here. Or stacked lows, I'm sorry. You said, hello, question. Do you normally, after done trading for the day, do a recap of your trades and why I took them? Yeah, I try to every day. I do a recap of all the trades I took in the session as a whole. And also, too, I mean, all the recordings, too, of, like, the session as a whole, I always leave posted on YouTube after. Oh, you meant like a video recap? I currently don't do those. I mean, honestly, I feel like it'd be easy for me to do. I could just cut the recording. Cause I mean, honestly, I pretty much do like what I would do in a video recap just at the end of my stream. Honestly, it's possible that NQ wants to sweep at this data low. The thing is, I feel like if it's gonna come and sweep the data low, I feel like it's just gonna come and run all these lows over here. I mean, there is an S&T at the low. You said, do you think price on ES may hit the 1 hour order block? I mean, we're moving in bullish order flow. I guess you're probably talking about like somewhere up here. I mean, I think so. I mean, I would change my answer though if we keep moving bearish, but like for example, if we just break through these lows and just keep going down and don't react off anything, at that point I wouldn't be confident really, but oh, this is some choppy price action. Well, I mean, it is. I think FOMC's tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I feel like day before FOMC isn't usually the cleanest. Exciting day so far. Honestly, I don't even care if it goes up or down. I just want to see it start moving. Like this chop over here is honestly kind of ridiculous. Like what is this? Oh, why am I so tired? I know I'm so tired actually. I was up so late last night. I was actually working on one of my next YouTube videos. It's gonna be fire. You said you take any trades at all yet or nah? Nah, I haven't taken any trades yet. Honestly, I waited until after that 10 a.m. news came out, and like it's just been so choppy since then. You said gotcha. I got a Judas swing ISV. Yeah, you're probably talking about, yeah, dude, that was beautiful over there. You said it's real choppy though. Trade safe. Yeah, I'll try my best, bro. I appreciate you stopping by. $86, $821. Oh, 68. I went dyslexic for a second. $68, 62, aiming for 65. You know, I hope the December price action is not starting. Honestly, me typically, I feel like, at least for like the way I trade, I feel like the last week of December and the first week of January aren't the best, but We still got time. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I got nothing to say, so if you guys got any questions, like, feel free to ask. I can't think of anything to talk about. Oh my god, what is this range over here? Like, 30-point range for the past, like, 15 minutes? Amazing. You said, hi there, job news seems pretty positive. Do you think this will affect the Fed decision on cutting rates? Honestly, I'm more of like a technical analysis trader. So I feel like, I mean, I'm just focused on the chart. I mean, yeah, I really don't know too much about like economic news like that. But you said, do you think the ICT 2002 model? Well, I think you're thinking of the 2022 model. But no, honestly, I think the ICT 2022 model is washed. I mean, I don't use that now. You said, which model do you use? I just trade inversion fair value gaps. Is it okay? Thanks. Yeah, of course. I'm hoping that once we get closer to like 11:50, price action starts doing something. So I feel like the 11 a.m. macro will do something. I feel like yesterday, the 11 a.m. macro really moved us. I mean, we could definitely get movement before then, but you said new traders, which ICT videos do you recommend to start with and concentrate after? I mean, you could watch the direct videos from ICT, but honestly, in my experience, I feel like if you want to learn ICT concepts, like ICT, this might sound stupid, but it's like not the actual best guy to go to. Like I feel like he just like rambles I feel like the information is just spread out. Like there's so many hours. If you're gonna watch the 2022 mentorship, for example, it's gotta be like 30 hours or so, like something ridiculous. I mean, I don't know off the top of my head, but like if you just search like IFVGs explained or like order blocks explained, like I feel like you can watch a 10-minute video and someone can explain it a lot better than ICT can. And like yeah, if you watch the full ICT video, I feel like you might get these little like nuggets of information, but like honestly, I don't think it's worth watching like 35 hours of content. I mean, I've done it before. I've watched a bunch of ICT stuff, but I mean, like I know, like for example, like T Trades is good. I watch like Dodgy's DD. I watch a lot of his videos. Like the guys from PB, like PB Blake, the guys from PB Trading, like Patrick too. They're good. There's other people too. Those are just the ones that come to the top of my mind. Oh my God, we're in a 32-point range for 20 minutes. I feel like when I look at my Instagram stories, I just keep seeing everyone taking this inversion down here. I feel like everyone and their mom took that. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep watching this price action. Just like, like I know I said this before. But look at like what is this? A barcode. It's literally a barcode. You said man missed the bearish FVG. 63. Oh, the IFVG, I guess. Oh no, my bad. I just look. My mind goes to IFVGs. You're talking about this. Are these equal lows? That's disgusting. They're not exactly equal lows, but they're relative equal lows. Oh wow, we actually have some momentum. This is exciting. Maybe we can open up like a 5-minute gap. Maybe. This 5 minutes probably not gonna open up. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna grab a protein bar. I'll be back in 5 seconds. And there's still like no way I could get any entries here. Because like for me to base a trade off of a 5 or a 15-minute fair value gap, we'd actually have to open up one. And I don't think we've opened up a single 5 or 15-minute fair value gap since market open. So yeah. I just hate we're building up all these stacked lows. I feel like this has got to get ran. Like, look at all these lows. I feel like this is some of the worst price action I've seen in a hot minute, to be honest. Like, this is actually a barcode. Like, when I make jokes about don't trade a barcode, like, this is actually a barcode. I genuinely can't believe that we haven't either taken this high or ran all these lows yet. I feel like ES is looking like the weaker pair. I feel like even if I was bearish too, there's no gaps for me to take an inverse off of even. Like, maybe there's some 30-second up here, but like, I don't know, there's this stupid 1 minute. I mean, this is not something I'd be willing to take though. Like, this trade, in my opinion, sucks. Like, an inverse off this. I'm like, yeah, like yes, there's relative equal lows down here. Yes, there's data lows below. Yes, there's all these stacked lows, but like, what are we delivering from? Nothing. Is there an S&P at the highs? No. Are we delivering from a 5 or a 15-minute fair value gap? No. Because technically, I mean, yeah, there is this 5-minute gap right here, but we inverted it, so like, it's not valid anymore. It's probably going to fail instantly, I bet. Go straight to stop. I always be looking at what trades other people take. I'm looking at this dude in TikTok Live. Remember that short I was talking about before? Like a hot minute ago. Someone's in that. I'm looking at. Where's my long short tool? Am I going crazy? It's right here. He took this short. He's just going for a 1-to-1. Is he about to get stopped out? I want to go watch his live while he gets stopped out. I'm watching him get stopped out in live time. I really got nothing else to do right now. In case you're wondering who I'm looking at, his name is well, he goes by Will Options, but his name's like Will Jordan. He's a really cool guy though. Nothing against him, but are these equal highs up here? I think he's cooked. Oh yeah, he's cooked. Those equal highs are gonna get swept. I wonder why is bro risking 2K on a 50K Lightning funded account? I don't even understand how these Lightning funded accounts work, to be honest. Is it? Who is that with him? Why am I watching someone else's live stream on my own live stream? There's like I'm honestly I feel like I haven't been this bored while trading in such a long time. There's nothing going on. We're getting closer. Before I was talking about the 11 a.m. macro though, so we are getting closer to 1050. So 1050 to 1110 is like the last hope I could see me getting an entry, but if it gets to 1110, you said what are you waiting to see? I mean, right now, I want to see us keep trading higher, and I want to see like a 5 or a 15-minute fair value gap open up. And then after we trade back into it and respect it, I can really start looking for longs. Just because, like, the way I trade, I base all my trades off of like 5 and 15-minute gaps, and that kind of saves me from consolidation areas. Because, like, right now, we're just kind of chopping around. Oh. Will Jordan. R.I.P. Will Jordan. Want to see him get stopped out with me? R.I.P. Will Jordan. That's why I passed up on that setup. I literally, when this setup formed, I literally was saying, do not take this. In my opinion, it's not a good setup. But honestly, so we're starting to get some momentum. So, like, I mean, I don't like trading choppy conditions, but if we're going to break above this high and start forming gaps, I can start looking for longs. You said, do you only trade mornings? Yeah, I only trade the New York AM session. I typically trade from like 9:30 to 11:10, but like today, there's 10 a.m. news, so I wait until after that, but I try to be like a master of like one setup, one session, one pair. So like I only focus on the Nasdaq, I only trade New York AM session, and I pretty much have like one entry model I focus on. So I like though, we're actually getting momentum, right? Like if you look on the 5-minute, all of these candles, no gaps are opening up. We're probably going to open up a 5-minute gap here. So that means we're starting to trend. Yeah, this is good. This is what I want to see. So like, yes, there is an SMT at both London and Asia highs, but like we're just in bullish order flow. There's all these stacked highs over here. I like this. And honestly, I feel like this gap could be a great condition too, where like if this gap gets inverted, it's just so obvious we're going to continue down, to be honest. Like if we open up this gap and invert it, but damn, no 5 minute gap for me. I mean, maybe there's a chance. So there's 3 minutes till this gap could potentially open up. And there's still no 15-minute gaps that have opened up. You know, I never even marked out 10 a.m. open. 10 a.m. open did nothing though. I mean, I guess 9:30 manipulated, so 10 a.m. doesn't necessarily have to manipulate, because we did, at 9:30, we did manipulate below previous day low. So, ooh, no 5 minute gap for me, though. Fun day, fun day. I'm not taking any inversion here, but I'm just looking. There's not even any clean entry here. This 3 minute is like non-existent, and the 2 minute, there's just two gaps in the 2 minute, so I think that inversion sucks. I mean, on top of that, we're not delivering from anything significant, right? I mean, there's not even like... We've been chopping all day long. Well, I mean, at least we're... With this type of reaction, we might at least come down and sweep out all these lows I've been talking about need to get swept. So I know, I mean, I only have 20 minutes left until I kind of... Because I give up at 11:10. But, maybe if we dump, take out these lows, react off that, maybe. But I do bet, though, like, I talk with the macros, right? Like, it's going to be 10:50 in 1 minute. I think things are going to start getting interesting right now for the next 20 minutes. Especially since we chopped for so long. I guess Will Jordan got stop rate. Remember the duo shown before it took that 1 minute inverse? It's probably going to stop rate him and go to his take profit, I bet. Oh, my chat froze. I had to fix that. That happens like once a stream. You said I just blown my account and planning to quit trading. What do you say? I don't know how long ago you said that. My bad. My chat kind of froze for a second. But I mean, it depends on how much you care about trading. I mean, trading's not for everyone, but if it's something you care about, like it's not gonna happen overnight. I mean, it really just depends how much you care about trading. Like, do you really see yourself going through like times like this and going through it? I mean, because trading's hard. You said 2-min IFVG. I mean, yeah, there is a 2-minute, but like, I'm not taking that because one, like your stop loss is not protected in any way. So like, I feel like when you take a trade like this, like your stop loss, there's all these lows below this, right? Like there's relative equal lows down here, which I mean, I don't like putting relative equal lows or equal lows near my stop loss. And then there's this data low below. There's this low resistance liquidity. And on top of that, when I take inversions, I like going break even at the most recent internal high or low connected. So like, let's say if I took this, like even if my stop here, I'd still be going break even so quick. You said, honestly, I want to make it as a living, but damn, I always lose. Well, I mean, like, are you using like a strategy you're confident works over time? Like, have you backtested your strategy? Because like honestly, in my personal opinion, like if you're being risking your own money, like on a trading strategy, you should have at least backtested it like over at least minimum like 3 months, honestly 6 months, and then like look at your results. Because like at that point, like you can at least say I have a statistical edge. Like with me, like every single trade I take, like part of the reason I'm so confident in it, even if it loses, is I know it has a statistical edge that I've proven to myself over time. Like, do you know what your average win rate is, or your average risk to reward, or like stuff like that? You said 1 to 3 RR. So I mean, with a 1 to 3 RR, it's typically normal for you to have like a lower win rate. But do you know like what your win rate is exactly? Because I think at 1 to 3, if your win rate's above, what is it, 25%? As long as you get above 25%, you're profitable there. You said I'm just using phone and I'm trading on BTC. If I change to gold, I didn't change my lot size as big. Well, I mean, honestly, like, I mean, you can trade however you want. You said the news flicked it up. Well, I mean, one, if you're using your phone to trade, I'm not gonna lie, it's not a good start. Like, I don't know what a good analogy is, but like, I feel like you gotta earn the right to trade on your phone. Yeah, you said get a PC, yeah. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, one, you can't really look at SMT divergence. Yeah, you said not trying to be rude. Yeah, honestly, yeah, me too. I'm not trying to be rude. Like, honestly, just like, you should highly consider getting a PC if you want to get serious about trading. Because, like, one, like, when I'm looking at this chart in front of me, right, I can easily put up the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. So this allows me to look for divergences. I feel like I can easily just flick between time frames. It's easy to draw things out. You said got destroyed by the flood. Sorry to hear that, bro. I am sorry to hear that. You said, hey, Darky Knight says, hey, Tim, morning man. Sorry got here late. Just came back from the gym. I love to hear you're starting the morning with the gym. Good stuff. But I'm happy to see you again, bro. Morning. But, yes, like, I'm sorry to hear that got destroyed. I mean, you could always try to get, the money together for, like, a smaller laptop. You said it's good. I saved data on my phone. That is good. But even like a smaller, like the shittiest laptop you can find, like even if you go on eBay and get some like laptop that's destroyed, but it's like $150 or $100, Like you should really do that, I think. And the thing is too, like let's say if you're trading in a prop firm, I feel like it's kind of hard to trade. Honestly, on Top Step X, like Project X is not that hard to trade in your phone, but I don't know how to explain it. I get cooked on my phone, honestly. And I feel like I just can't view the market as a whole on my phone. You said W day yesterday, man. You could have held for a couple more ticks, but ES took the low and you exited. That's impressive day yesterday. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I mean, I definitely could have held for a couple more points, but like in that moment, you don't know if it's gonna reverse or not. Nah, I was up heavy. I was ready to take it. You said I didn't get any trades yesterday. Today, also feeling the same thing. Oh, you said I'm about to pass my alpha eval, just 370 more? You're basically almost there. Good stuff. Yeah, honestly, I'm probably not gonna get a trade today either, the way it's looking, because I'm about to wait like until 11:10. If it hits 11:10 and I still can't get a trade, I'm just walking away. Rip F says, trust my computer changed my life. Honestly, yeah. I could never imagine trading on a phone, especially as a beginner. You know, this 15-minute candle, I like how it kind of opened, went down, wicked back up. Like, we are moving very bullish, but we're just not creating any gaps. You said, thank you, bro. I'm just recovering. That's why I want to invest it all. I mean, yeah, but think about it like this. You say you want to invest it all. You got to invest in yourself. Like, that's the best investment you can ever make. Like, in the end of the day, like, you might be thinking about, oh, I want to put like $50 in a trading account. I want to pay $50 for this evaluation. But at the end of the day, though, like, 1 year down the line, is one single evaluation, are you going to think back and be like, oh, yeah, like, that's the thing that changed my life, if you know what I mean? Like, no, you're going to think back and say, oh, yeah, I bought this laptop and that allowed me to get this skill that changed my life. Because honestly, like, people always talk about, too, like, how much money they spend on trading. But, like, for me, learning this skill is something I cannot put a price on. Like, if I have a skill where as long as I have a laptop, I can be anywhere in the world, I can click buttons for 1 hour a day and make, like, a regular person's salary, like, that is something I cannot put a price on. So, like, me personally, I mean, I put myself in debt, but it was for the greater good of the skill. I mean, obviously too. Like, I know, like everyone talks about like, oh, I don't have money, but like, if you don't have money, like, I know it sounds obvious, but one of the main answers is just like get a job. Like, I'm sure you have a job probably. I know life's hard, bills can be tough, but I mean, it's just a straight up answer most of the time. I mean, like if you're physically able to, if you have more hours in your day that you could work, like work a little more. You said I do have a job. Good stuff, bro. You said wicks are crazy at the moment. They really are. This, if we open up this 5 minute gap right here, I think this is gonna be the first 5 minute gap to open up since 9:30 market open. You said, bro, do you think trading currency sucks? I mean, well, like you're saying it sucks. I mean, I guess I wouldn't want to use that word specifically, but it's not ideal, I guess I could say. Because like me personally, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like the Nasdaq is so centralized. Like I feel like, and there's just so many people trading it. There's just a lot more liquidity, and I feel like it moves cleaner. And I just feel like on Forex there's more manipulation. I don't know how to explain. Like, for example, like I used to trade GBP JPY. This is probably a horrible example, but I don't know why I used to get cooked trading GBP JPY, like absolutely cooked. But like when I started trading Nasdaq, at first it wasn't the best either at first, but I feel like I was able to find consistency in time. But you said been thinking to quit, but maybe I'm gonna buy a laptop and study it more harder before I start again. Yeah, I mean, like you, and on top of that, even if you want to be a trader, it doesn't mean you have to be a trader like right this moment, right now. Like you could keep working your job, like put away $10 a week, save up for your laptop. Then when you get your laptop, you could get a backtesting software like FX Replay, for example, or whatever, right? Like, and you start studying your strategy, right? You start spending all these hours studying, and then it's not going to happen overnight. But then you could look at yourself like 1 year down the line and be like, oh, wow, you know, all these little nights I sat there and I did this studying, it really adds up. And then at that point, you can come to the market like ready to risk your money when you're fully confident in yourself. Because especially when you're in a bad point in your life, you don't want to be like risking money you can't afford to lose in the market. Because like a lot of times when I come to the market with like a scarcity mindset, I feel like I just mess myself up. Like it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy where it's like I say to myself I can't lose money, and then it just happens. Like one of the rays though is like, let's say a trade is running in my direction, I'll close it early because I'll say, oh, I'm up so much, I need this money. And then if a trade's going against me, I'll think to myself, oh, like I'm gonna hold this trade because I don't want to accept that this trade's losing. Like I don't want to accept that I'm about to lock in this loss, so I'll move my stop loss lower than it should be. And there's just like pretty much deviations from your plan that only occur because your mindset is completely destroyed because you need this money. Like, I guess a great example too to illustrate that, I feel like everyone thinks they're the exception, but think about this, right? Like imagine if you're trying to walk over a 2x2 beam and like you're 2 feet above the ground, right? When you look down, you're not going to get lightheaded. You're not going to be like freaking out. But if you try to walk over that exact same 2x2 beam, if you're like 1,000 feet up in the air, right? When you look over the edge, you're gonna get lightheaded. You're gonna like, oh yeah, you're gonna be lightheaded. You're not gonna be able to do it the same way you would, right? Because like the only thing that changed there though was when you looked off the edge, you saw how far you could fall, and your mind is messing with you because it knows how far you could fall. If that makes sense. You said, yeah, that's exactly what happened. And Dark Ignite said, everybody wants trading to click straight away, but by the time you get there, it's going to be a couple years. Not a technical analysis. Everybody thinks about technical analysis. That's facts, honestly. Because I feel like at first, like I wasn't even trading a profitable strategy, and then once I found the profitable strategy, like using technical analysis, at that point I still couldn't execute it properly. Like, and then I had to work on my psychology. But you said, Tim, what state you in, RN, and what do you hope to move to? I mean, I'm trying to think how I describe my state right now. I guess I'm at a state where I'm definitely confident that I'm profitable, but I'm not like, I wouldn't say I have 100% confidence in myself, only because I really don't have a crazy amount of payouts currently. But I'm definitely looking to get to a point where I could confidently like quit my job and be comfortable. Yeah, that's a good thing I'm working toward. I want to get to a point where I could feel so confident in my trading that I can say from the bottom of my heart that like I can quit my job and make money off this easy. Because honestly, at this point, I can make money off trading, but I do know that I feel like there's you said, yeah, me too, that's the goal. Yeah, because I feel like I'll make money I shouldn't say month over month. Like, let's say I'll make money 2 months in a row. I might have a bad month the next month. So I feel like I do know that there's money coming in, but it's just, I'm not confident in myself that I can have enough money coming in to fully support myself. Because honestly, I do have a lot of bills though. Like between like I pay my parents like monthly, and then I have like car payments, and then I have student loans. I went to college for a hot minute, so I have a bunch of student loans. Just life expenses. You said in your mind, how will you get to that goal? Well, right now I'm kind of working on scaling up my accounts. So like, I think you were here yesterday. I mean, like I don't know how long you've been here for, but like I used to trade three like funded accounts at a time, and now I've moved to trading like five. And honestly, once I get like if I get a cycle where I get a payout on five accounts, like I haven't gotten one payout yet. I bet I'll get one payout on five accounts, and then after I get the second payout on those five accounts, I'll probably try to move up to like maybe 8 accounts or something like ridiculous like that. Because essentially, I'm just trying to do the same thing I'm doing right now because I like the consistency I have, but I just want to do the same thing with more accounts tied to it. You said how many payouts work after I'm expressed on Top Step? So you can take 5 payouts before they move you to live, but after that fifth payout, they're like definitely moving you to live. So like I mean, I'm not saying to do this, but let's say if after your fourth payout, you just happen to go on a crazy losing streak, right? That wouldn't allow them to move you to live because if you blow all the accounts after 4 payouts. Slick said, I really appreciate your advice today, guys, but I need to go. Someday I'll be ready back. I appreciate you stopping by today, Slick, and I wish you the best of luck, bro. Keys said, took a trade today, question mark. I did not take a trade today. Honestly, we've been pretty choppy all day long. Like, this right here is the first 5-minute gap we were able to open up all morning. So, like, because there were no 5 or 15-minute gaps opening up, I couldn't find any setups. You said, have you thought about copy trading only 4 accounts and leaving 1 XFA alone in case you lose the other 4? I mean, I could do that, but at the same time, I'm not trying to trade just 1 XFA. At that point, I want to use my time to just copy trade a bunch of evals and just get like another full stack of funded accounts. I mean, because honestly, if I have to go back to eval, like I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I won't be happy about it, but so I mean, you know, this is like the only entry that I might get today. I don't even think I'm gonna take this, to be honest. But the thing I'm looking at is we tapped into this 5-minute. This is a 10-point stop. I'm not taking this. Like I'm not taking this, but I feel like this would be the only setup I'd consider for this like AM session. I mean, I would have considered this setup if I was on the charts then maybe, but this inversion all the way down here. You said, and when I'm live, I can request 100%, and does my drawdown become the initial? So when you get moved to live, you can I'm sorry, give me 5 seconds, I think. I'm probably gonna pass up on this, even though it's gonna give me an entry, I bet. I'm just double checking to make sure I really want to pass up on this. Yeah. And honestly, it's past the 11 a.m. macro. I don't want to take this. So you said when I'm live, can I request 100% and does my drawdown? So when you get moved to live, your drawdown becomes whatever your balance was. So like let's say you're up $4,000, you'll get a $4,000 live account. And I should know this off the top of my head, but I want to say you need like 30 winning days to actually request the full amount. I'm just gonna go to the help center right now and look it up. Oh my god, this is a lot of reading. I'm pretty sure you need. It was 30 winning days I'm thinking about for the express funded account. You said, have you received payouts after getting your first XFA? I mean, I haven't gotten a payout on the account I'm trading right now, but I've definitely gotten payouts before. Oh, and here's the thing I found. This is exactly what you're asking about. So, this is Top Step rules, right? So, see, it says daily payouts in live funded accounts. So, once you're a live trader and you've accumulated 30 non consecutive winning days, that means you've earned $150 or more for 30 days on the live account. You can unlock daily payouts and access 100% of the balance. And then, see, it says winning days from the express funded account do not count toward your 30-day total. So, I'm trying to remember. Is it 50%? Well, it's weird though because it says after accumulating 30 winning days. Oh, so yeah, okay. So until the 30 winning days, you can get 50%. Yeah. You said I caught the liquidity sweep from the bottom of the row to midnight open. That's a good trade, honestly. You said so only 50%. Yeah, pretty much. For the live account, 50% until you can get to those 30 winning days. And honestly, I'm 100% passing up on this trade. 100%. Oh, that'd be a break even anyway. But you said I can finally chat. Been more than 40 minutes, not gonna lie. Was it like a me problem? What was good, Visit? What was it not letting you send stuff in chat? You said I couldn't send stuff in chat? Did it give you a reason why? You said need advice though, low key. Heard all you said not. It just said loading chat. Wait. Interesting. I'll look into that after stream. But what advice do you need, bro? Ricardo says, "Oh, you said nice advice. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that." But I said I'm struggling with understanding the drawdown on the express. So I feel like the thing that just confuses everyone. Here, I'll just go back to TradingView to explain this. Yeah, I said it hurt. You were telling the other dude regarding the trading journey. Yeah. So when you get to an express funded account, so if you pay attention here, right? So I have $2,000 of drawdown, right? So to get to this $2,000 of drawdown, I have a balance of $1,008. So that means above the starting balance, I'm up $1,008. And then for my maximum loss limit, I can go below zero, negative $991.90. So if you add together your maximum loss limit and your balance, that will be what your total drawdown is. So essentially, when you get first put on the express funded account, you're going to start with a $0 balance. And if you lose your first trade, your balance is going to be negative 500. But your maximum loss limit is going to start at negative 2,000. So because of that, you can go all the way down to negative 2,000 before you lose the account. So your balance essentially, instead of thinking of it like a balance, think of it the amount of profit you have, positive or negative. And then from there, the maximum loss limit is just the amount you can hit before they take away the account. So like if there's a negative in front, you can go below zero that amount. I'll LARP my P&L calendar while I'm here. So these are all the trades I've taken in December so far. So I did not take any trades today. I guess I didn't take any trades last Wednesday either. But I'm gonna start recapping the session as a whole, honestly, because I'm not taking any more trades today. So in other words, you said you want to keep a profit of $2,000 and not touch it. I mean, well, you have $2,000 of drawdown in the 50K account. I mean, it's nice to keep it a drawdown of 2,000, but that always doesn't happen. But so coming into the session, right? So I'll start all the way from 9:30 market open. So this candle, like right here, is 9:30 market open. You can see we pushed down and we took out previous day low. So this low right here, it's not too obvious like right here, but this is previous day low. You said you took that 2-minute IFVG, you're in profit. You're still holding that? We're about to hit London highs, bro. That's crazy. Oh, you said buffer? Yeah, honestly, yeah. In my mind, on the 50Ks, the goal is to get to that $2,000 profit. So like the buffer, like you in that full buffer zone. Because you could request a payout before you get there. But me personally, I only like requesting payouts above the buffer zone. So like, let's say if I get like 3K, I'll request to get $1,000. And you said waiting for London high to get hit? That's a crazy trade. Is that like a 1 to 4 RR? But so we took out previous day low, and then we inverted the highest time frame gap in this leg right here. So I'm pretty sure it's this 2-minute, right? Yeah, we inverted the highest time frame gap in this leg. So me personally, today, I actually didn't start trading until after 10 a.m. Because me personally, I feel like when there's red folder news, sometimes I just like to wait until the red folder news comes out first. So we swept out previous day low. We put in an SMT with this low over here as well as previous day low. So there's 2 SMTs in play. And I like the reaction we had, right? Like whenever I take inversions, so I got 1-to-1 RR and trailed my stop loss to like $40. Nice, bro. But oh yeah, so this inversion right here, so you can see it got created and then we immediately closed through it with a very strong candle. So I feel like zoomed in right here, like this is a very clean setup. Like if I were to see this, like there'd be like dinging going off in my head, like this is a great setup, you gotta take this. But the only thing that honestly probably would have prevented me from taking this setup is I didn't like yes, we swept out previous day low, but we weren't really delivering from any 5 or 15-minute fair value gaps. And it's not like we necessarily have to be, but at least according to my trading plan, every trade I take has to be delivering from a 5 or a 15-minute fair value gap or rebalancing to an unfilled 5 or 15-minute fair value gap. So I wasn't even at the charts during this trade, but I probably wouldn't have taken it. But so then we just kind of started shopping, right? So that news event came out at 10 a.m. So we did leave behind this data low over here. So we actually did open up this 1-minute gap right here, which I ended up passing up on. Like this is not a short I'm willing to take, to be honest. I could have gotten a 1-to-1 and just gone for like data lows. And me personally, I do love data lows, but we're not delivering from anything significant. Like if you look over here, there's all these stacked highs. Like we didn't run all these stacked highs. Like yes, there is an SMT technically because ES actually did take all these highs over here, right? You can see like ES had already taken this high over here at 10. So there's an SMT, but I don't like putting my stop loss with all these stacked highs, right? So I passed up on this inversion. Good thing I did. Me personally, it would have stopped me at break even because once we put in an SMT at that data low, because you can see ES took it out, I would have moved my stops to break even, and I would have gotten stopped to break even like right here at 10:06. So from here, we kind of just kept slowly trending up. We put in these relative equal lows over here, and there's all these stacked lows over here. So like if I was going to take a long, it's not the highest rated long, just for the sheer fact of like for example, someone asked me about like this 2-minute inversion right here that was presented, but the thing is like your stop loss is not protected in any way. Like yes, this trade did work out, but at your stop loss you have 1, there's relative equal lows over here, 2, there's this other set of relative equal lows, which are swing equal lows down here. On top of this, we have all these stacked lows. And then on top of that, we're not delivering from any 5 or 15-minute fair value gap. So like, it's just not something I'd be willing to take pretty much. And on top of that too, even when we did close to this 2-minute, the break even point is so close. Like the break even point's pretty scuffed. So I passed up in that trade, and the only trade, like since I base all my trades off of 5 and 15-minute fair value gaps, the only gap that actually opened up was right around here at 11. We opened up this gap right here. We traded into it, and then the highest time frame gap coming out of here was like this 1 minute right here. But I don't know, for some reason I didn't really have a good feeling about this setup. Like one, it's got like a 12-point stop, so I feel like there's really no good volume in the market. You said, Tim B, I'm gonna head out. I don't like trading PM session. Yeah, I'm gonna head off soon too, but you said it's nice tuning in with you. I appreciate you stopping by, bro, Vizard. Have a good rest of your day. But yeah, so me personally, I'm really not willing to take something like this, and I would have gotten stopped to break even though, because I marked out that same internal high, right? You can see it got taken, like right here. So an edge would have came back and stopped me at break even. So that would have been a break even trade, but I'm happy I passed up on that trade because, like, for example, if I lost this trade right here, I'd be pissed at myself because it's not a clean setup. But you said, so the drawdown follows my profit. I mean, yeah, pretty much like that maximal loss limit is going to be $2,000 behind your highest end of day balance until you get to $2,000 in profit. So once you hit $2,000 in profit, it's going to stop trailing. But until then, whatever your highest end of day balance is, it'll be $2,000 below that exactly. But does anyone have any questions on anything I said today or anything trading related, anything at all? I'm going to record my video for my Instagram story, to be honest. But feel free to drop any questions in the chat if you have them. Just finished up live stream. I could not find any trades today, so no trade day. You can see there's the P&L calendar. See $0 in the day. But I followed my plan, W day. Yeah, I guess if no one has any questions, I'm probably going to wrap up here, but I do appreciate everyone stopping by. If you guys are looking for a prop firm to trade with, my favorite prop firm is Alpha Futures, and if you use my discount code, which is code TIMB272, it's going to give you 10% off all evaluations or where the best current discount is, so I highly recommend checking out Alpha Futures, and I also have a free Discord. It's going to be in the pinned comment as well as on my profile, so I would love you guys to join that free Discord. You can tag me at any time, ask me any questions. I really want to get that community popping, but I do appreciate every single one of you stopping by. I'll be live again tomorrow and for the rest of the week at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I hope every single one of you has a great rest of your day. Peace out.